When investing in small cap companies, it's always encouraging to know that the pedigree of the senior board managers goes deep and wide. We're talking now to United Oil and Gas, the Chief Executive Brian Larkin, who some of you will know as a name that we've seen in the business through Tullow Oil. Brian, welcome. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thanks indeed for joining us. What is it you're presenting to investors at the company?
Well, we're a new startup. We're a former Tullow Oil Ventures team. We started the company in April 2015. Our strategy is to acquire oil and gas licenses in Europe where we can unlock value through near-term activity, whilst also being cognizant to opportunities in South America and Africa. We have a lot of experience coming out of Tullow Oil, as you mentioned, in those regions. So we're looking at opportunities down there on an opportunistic basis. So our strategy essentially is to build a low-risk business in Europe and add some blue sky opportunities in South America and Africa.
Whereabouts are your assets that you've got?
Currently in our portfolio we've acquired farmed into two opportunities. One is in onshore UK, right next door to Rich Farm, which is PL090 licence, and the second one is in northern Italy in the Po Valley.
Right, okay, fine. You're about to start your first drill,
yes,
I believe, in Italy,
yes,
which sounds exciting.
Yes, we're really excited about it.
So tell us more about that and why you're aiming for that.
Yeah, well, we intend to spud the well sometime in early November. Civil works are ongoing right now. It's a field that was previously in production. It produced 83 BCF of gas, shut in 1984. We're going back into the field to target potentially between 17 and 20 BCF of gas. So we're really excited about that. It's a really great opportunity for the company, and it fits perfectly with our strategy of near-term activity, and it's also a near-term producing well. In addition to that, there's significant exploration upside within the acreage as well.
But you're not stopping there drilling, are you? Because you're also drilling here in the UK.
Yes.
In the Kimmeridge or the
Witch Farm, right next door to Witch Farm. It's very similar to our Italian licence. I guess there's two elements to both licences. There's near-term production in both, and there's also significant exploration upside in both. But our plan, we're currently reprocessing some 3D seismic work to de-risk the field and identify a drill target, and we hope to drill a well, or it's our intention to drill a well in the UK licence in Q2, Q3 next year.
What is the scope of these assets that you've got? Because my understanding is you've got exploration licenses on both assets, haven't you? Yeah,
well, I think that the real intention for us is to get these two assets into production as quickly as we possibly can, and then chase the exploration upside. So, for example, on the Italian licence, Potere Galena, there is the East Selva exploration, which we will probably acquire seismic over in 2018 and potentially drill a well on that in 2019. And then on the UK field, we've got we're currently reprocessing 3D seismic over the exploration piece as well, and potentially drill a well late 18, but most likely 2019. But one of the things that actually initially attracted us to both licenses was the exploration upside. We've seen the near-term activity and the opportunity to get production out of the fields very quickly, whilst we could also have this big upside in exploration. So they fitted perfectly with our strategy.
Just define quickly for me, as quick as possible to get these into production.
Yeah, well, for example, the UK licence, in theory, if you drill a well there, you could be in production within a matter of months. The Italian licence will be a little bit longer. You're probably between 12 and 18 months until first production.
Yeah, you're not letting the dust settle either, because I was thinking in RNS statements recently, I think you've mentioned that you're seeking new assets and partnerships as well.
Yeah.
How's all that going?
Well, I can't say too much about new opportunities for obvious commercial reasons, but the only thing I can say is we're very, very happy with the progress we're making on that front to date. We are very, very ambitious with United Oil and Gas. We want to grow it. We want to grow it quick, but we want to make the right decisions. And making the right decisions, you have to have very strict investment criteria. So we're very excited about the opportunities we're looking at. There's quite a number of them, and we're very pleased with the progress we've made on that front.
Do you intend to produce, or do you intend to exit when you get to production and sell on?
Well, the beauty of the portfolio that we've currently got as it stands is we have a lot of optionality. So when we drill these wells and we move towards production, maybe if there's an opportunity to create some value for our shareholders and our investment, we'll certainly consider that. But I guess it's our intention to continue to unlock value, and there will be opportunities along the line to maybe realise some of that value for our shareholders. And in some cases it might make sense to bring an asset into production, or sometimes it might make sense to divest.
What is it, if you could just in a few words summarise the investment case and why United Oil and Gas is a good option?
Well, we're very excited about the future of the company. I guess we've got two wells coming up in the next 6 to 9 months, one coming up potentially in the next 4 to 6 weeks, which is really exciting. In addition to that, we've got a long list of follow-on acquisitions that we're currently evaluating. So I think the news flow is there for the next year or so. Our work programs are funded as well, which is really good. We've only listed on the 31st of July. We listed at 2.5 or 3.25, so the share price is going in the right direction, and we haven't drilled a well yet. So the future is really exciting for the company. We're very ambitious. We have come out of Tullow, as you mentioned, so we really feel that we've got the right combination of skill sets to grow this company.
Where do you see yourself then in 2 or 3 years' time? What's the trajectory?
Well, we're going to. I guess what we try to do is we build the company in building blocks. The first blocks we need to put in place is drilling the Italian well and having a success on that front, and the UK well, whilst adding further licenses to the portfolio. So while it's very difficult to say what market cap we'll be having in a year or 2 years' time, the only thing I'm pretty confident in is our market cap will be a multiple of where it is right now, because we've just listed.
Yeah, look, wish you all the best. Thank
you very much
for joining us. Brian Larkin, Chief Executive of United Oil and Gas, with assets in Italy and here in the UK.